Alright, welcome back everybody. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome day. So we're going to be feeding off a bunch of these smaller boas, and we're going to try to feed a bunch of the ball pythons. So the VPI jungle looks like her coloration is a little dulled out. So I think she might be shedding out very soon. But I'm glad she ate. She does need to eat and get some weight on her. And then we have a male snow. She should be a good eater as well. There we go. So bumping his meal up. Looks like he's due for some bigger mice. And I really don't like to feed him rats just yet, even though he's a 2020. Being a male, they do stay smaller, and I really don't want to push him too much and get him too fat, because if I want to breed him in the future, I did hear that is an issue. So we'll feed this lady right here, IMG Motley Hypo Jungle. She is a het for snow. We get a lot of cool things out of her, possibly in the future. And this lady right here is looking really, really nice. It's a very nice looking Moonglow. And I think she might eat. This is kind of a bigger meal for her than normal. I don't know why she's not. There we go. I don't know why she's not eating. So, we'll come over here to this male. And sometimes he's like really dark, but as of lately he's been kind of the coloration's been kind of light on him. So I don't know, it's just kind of weird how he looks sometimes and how his colorations kind of flare up. But this girl is looking really nice. IMG VPI on, which is shocking because I actually have her on rats, and she's a 2021, and some of these 2020s are not even on rats yet. So this girl is a little testy. But we're working with her, we're getting better with the attitude with her, and then we're going to feed her. There we go. They're sisters, so I don't have any bigger mice, which is kind of a bummer. So next time I go get some, which will be this week, I'm going to definitely bump up the meals on a lot of these snakes. And then the Guyana is going to get a rat pup. So her tail looks really nice, nice bright red. And she's gaining a lot of weight. So she's been on the rat pup or weans for quite a while, and she's still very slow growing, even though I do feed them a lot. So the berm had to clean her cage out. She's in shed, which is exciting. Pop-Tart destroyed her cage, so I had paper in there, and she totally just really went to the bathroom everywhere, really. And then when she went to the bathroom with water, I dumped the water in her cage, so that really kind of messed everything up. And then the new anaconda that I got, the male, he's still in shed, and he's taking forever to shed out, because I thought he would have shed out like yesterday or today, and he's out of the blue phase, but he still hasn't completely shed out. So I'd say another day or two. So let's feed some of these ball pythons, and then we'll wrap it up. So we definitely have quite a few to feed. There's the Orange Dream Leopard Enchi Pied, and this guy has always been a very good eater. I need him to get some weight by the end of the year, because I'm going to hopefully try to breed him to one of the pieds. So we're just doing visual to visual on almost everything that is recessive. And we need to figure out, oh, here we go. So this girl right here is a Enchi Fire clown. So there we go. And then we'll go up here. This is oh, she's in shed, so we'll skip over her. I've basically swapped over all of the ball pythons onto either pre-killed or frozen thawed, which has been very nice. But then there still is a time or two when the snakes won't feed while they're in shed, and I'm trying to get her to strike at frozen thawed or pre-killed, and she's really bad at it. So if I leave one in here with her, she does really well. It's like it'll be gone in the morning time. That's a Superfly Clown. This girl is probably one of my favorites. And we're going to try to feed this girl right here. She's hit or miss. It's a Fire Enchi Yellow Belly Pied. Really love the markings on her and the patterns. And then it's kind of like a 50-50 splits on the white with the yellow. So the Mahogany Pied male, I'm hoping he will be ready at the end of this year because I really want him to breed. So he's been eating very, very well for me. I don't know why he's not really wanting any food right now. Sometimes he likes to eat a lot of the larger meals. So he's been one that's been kind of a struggle to get onto frozen thawed consecutively, but I'm really hoping, I don't know what's going on. So we'll just leave it in there. Hopefully he eats it overnight. If not, well, then there's a wasted rat. Alright, so we have the male Mystic Potion, and then the other female, which was from the same clutch, is in shed. So they have been doing very well going in and out of shed together, but I think the female is definitely growing up a lot better. So this is a female Banana Pied, eating extremely well, growing very fast. And then we have an Ivory Enchi Pied female. So these two won't be ready until next year. I'm really hoping he's ready at the end of this year, because I would like to put him with the Super Mojave and just kind of see what combos would come out of that. Maybe, I don't know if I could hit a real Blue-Eyed Lucy. I think there's a possibility, but we'll find out what we get if he's ready. Pretty much all of the females that I want to breed are almost at 700 or 800 grams right now, and then I still have another 8 or 9 months until breeding season, so they're definitely going to all hit 1,000 or even more, which is very exciting. Alright, we have a Leopard Yellow Belly Clown, a male, which I'm really hoping he does well eating this year. He's been eating great since I got him. Really would like him to breed this year as well. So some of these I do take out the water. I do take out the hides just because it is a little bit easier on feeding them. So if you don't see the water in the hides, then that is the reason why. We have this lady right here. Really pretty, very high pattern pastel pied. And she's been a little weird also. There we go. On the frozen thawed stuff. Pull it out here. And I just clean up her cage. This is a black pastel pied. Very, very high white. We'll see if she wants to eat. There we go. Perfect. And then I got these two, which I'll feed the anaconda. And we'll feed this pretty lady Mountain Dew right here. And of course, the second I opened up her drawer, there was poop everywhere in her water. So always a nice daily present from the anacondas is poop. It never ever fails me. No matter when I come in here, I gotta clean somebody's cage. But I almost all ate except for the two that normally do. Oh, there's her poop right there. The two that normally give me issues. So I really don't want to go back to live But if they miss like a week or 2 weeks on the meals for, so she's already starting to eat. You know, I don't want them to lose, they're not going to lose any weight, but I do want them to keep on eating. And then there she is kind of looking at it. I probably disturbed her just a little bit on that. And then a lot of these boas have already finished eating. So the boas are very, very quick at eating. But it's just kind of like, these ball pythons, they definitely can stress you out a lot. A lot of things can trigger a ball python not to eat. Could be a different humidity, different bedding, different heating cycle. It's just a lot of different stuff that can throw a ball python off, which kind of sucks. I see people with a lot of issues feeding them, and then once they get the temperatures right or the humidity right, so it has been kind of weird outside here in Cincinnati with the weather going up and down, which does kind of fluctuate the bedroom a little bit. So it could be why the ball pythons are having some issues. But it never feels, boas are very hardy, and they love to eat. So if you have one that doesn't eat, it's kind of strange if a boa goes off of food for a period of time. At least that's my experience. I could be wrong, but that's just my experience. Sometimes you might need to go back to mice or rats, but they do tend to like to eat a lot. So that's it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing some of them eat, and I appreciate the support. Hopefully you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys on the next video.